Heyo, what's going on everyone? Nathan here. So I know that everyone was super excited to finally get the revamped second generation of the AirPods Max, and we were all tragically let down when all they did was add a USB-C port and throw in a few new colors. But behind the scenes, the regular AirPods got a pretty significant upgrade this year. I might even go as far as to say as the AirPods got the biggest update out of every product announced this past September. And because I love me a pair of AirPods, I went out and I picked up the new 4th generation AirPods with active noise canceling inside of them. And so after using these for about the past week, this is going to be my complete review video of these AirPods. And at the end, I'm going to give you a very straightforward answer as to if these should be the next headphones you get or not. So let's get right into it. I want to start off with the updated design of these. Both the case and the AirPods have physical updates to them. The case is a little bit smaller now, and I'd say about 2/3 the size of the Pro case. It now also has a USB-C port, which is great to see, and speakers on the bottom which will chime different sounds based on if you start charging them, trying to connect them, or if you're using the Find My app to help you locate them a little better. And a little hidden thing about these that Apple did not announce, but the connection button on the back of them has been removed, and now there's actually like a little touch capacitive button right in front of the AirPods right here, and when you click that in, you'll be able to feel a little haptic feedback, and that is now how you're gonna be able to connect these. The AirPods themselves have had a slight ergonomic adjustment, which Apple claims will fit more people's ears better, which I'll come back to later on in this video. The drivers have been angled more towards the inner part of your ear, which is supposed to help with improved sound quality. These are also IP54 dust, sweat, and water resistant, so these can definitely be used in the gym if you wanted to, and are equipped with Bluetooth 5.3. So the real improvements to the AirPods 4th generation comes to their sound quality. These now have a new custom driver inside designed by Apple and now include high dynamic range amplifiers. These come along with adaptive audio, which will adjust the sound of your media based on your surroundings. You get Apple's industry-leading transparency mode so you can hear your surroundings while having these in. There's conversational awareness, so when you start talking, your music will automatically lower itself. And most importantly, these now have active noise canceling, which is really awesome to see, especially in a pair of headphones that don't create a seal in your ears. So the ANC on these headphones is actually really impressive, and I would say on par with the AirPods Pro 2. Even though these don't have the silicone tip that help create that seal, these are still very good at noise canceling. Testing these next to my air conditioner with no music playing, these blocked out I'd say about 80% of the low end sounds and about 75% of the high end frequencies. To me, these cancel out just a little less of the high end frequencies than the AirPods Pro, but you really have to listen for that difference. So just something to keep in mind, it will block out most high pitch annoying sounds, but some of them are definitely going to still leak through with these. So I haven't had the ability to try out too many ANC headphones before, but if I had to scale them, I'd probably put the AirPods Pro 2 at about an 8.5, and then I'd put the 4th generation AirPods at about an 8.3, so it's just ever so slightly less than that just because of like the higher end frequencies getting in a little bit more. But if you don't have them side by side and you're just trying them in like the same environment, then you really won't notice a difference, and they're pretty neck and neck. And as for transparency mode, everyone knows Apple was leading the industry in this, and these are no different. It sounds crystal clear and almost like I have nothing in my ears at all. And while I'm at work and I'm talking with coworkers, I just don't even notice that they're in there half the time, and the transparency mode on these are just as good as any other pair of AirPods. So before I get into the most important part of these headphones, which is the sound quality, I want to put it out there that I've been using the AirPods Pro 2 for the past 2 years, absolutely loving them, and I figured that if you're in the market for these, then you might be trying to decide between these and the Pro 2s because their prices are very close at this point. So with that being said, I think that these sound just as good, if not a little better than the AirPods Pro 2. So with the combination of the new custom drivers inside of the 4th generation AirPods and also in tandem with the H2 chip, I think that the mids and highs of these headphones sound a little bit clearer than what they do on the AirPods Pro 2, especially in like busy music, kind of like EDM or hip hop rap music. And I'd even say that the soundstage of these are a little wider and a little better than that on the AirPods Pro 2, where on different tracks you can hear like different melodies and instruments being played almost sounds like at further distances and more specific places, and it's just a little wider than what you get on the Pro 2s. With that being said though, you're definitely getting more bass with the AirPods Pro 2 as it's a little deeper, a little richer, and some bass you can actually feel while listening to the music. I think that's because of the sealed ear tips that you get with the Pro 2s. These kind of not necessarily like ruined, but just made me wish that the Pro 2s had that mid and that high range clarity that these have. So if you like a little more bass, then the Pro 2s might be it for you. But if you like that clarity and separation, then I think these actually have a little head up on the Pro 2s. So moving over to battery life, despite the decrease in size to the charging case, Apple managed to keep the same total 30 hours of battery life with the charging case, but the life on one charge has dropped down from 6 hours to 5 and 4 hours with ANC active. It's not terrible, but it's not fantastic, and I just would have rather have them keep the extra 2mm or whatever they took off of this and just added a little more battery. And one thing to kind of combat this decrease in battery life, but with the new USB-C port, you can charge this for 5 minutes and get a whole hour of listening time, which is pretty cool, but still, I would have liked the total increase on one charge to have been a little more. So now getting to the part that has let me down the absolute most, and that is the fit of these. And I am someone who has never had compatible ears with AirPods ever in the past before. And even with the hope of the tweaked design, they still unfortunately do not want to stay in my ears. So what I mean by that is like these won't just fall out of my ears while just sitting here, but you know like that first move you do when you put them in and you do like that little digging move, you know, to like get them secure. Literally just from talking or what I've noticed chewing food with them, it'll displace them to the point where they're just hanging on by like the hairs on my ears. So I wouldn't even dare to take these to the gym. The little like ergonomic tuning that Apple did to these AirPods have not made the fit any better for me personally. So now this leads me to my recommendation, and to me this is very straightforward. So first off, I'd highly recommend you pick up the ANC version of these rather than the non-ANC version. Even though the non-ANC model is relatively cheap at $129, the extra $50 for the ANC version is well worth the price. You'll be getting all the features brought down from the pros like active noise canceling, adaptive audio, and transparency mode, as well as the speakers on the case and integration with the Find My network. However, I think this ultimately comes down to a choice between these and the AirPods Pro 2. So if you're someone who either doesn't like that sealing feel from the silicone tips on the AirPods Pro, or you know that the regular AirPods fit your ears no problem, then I actually recommend the 4th generation over the Pro 2s because of that new driver, that increased quality in the mids and highs, and the ANC is almost just as good as the Pro 2s. But if you're someone like me and you just know that the AirPods without the silicone tips just won't stay in your ears no matter what you do, then I'd say skip these and go with the Pro 2s. Especially now on Amazon, the Pro 2s with the USB-C port inside of it are only $10 more than these right now. So you might as well just pay the extra $10, get the Pro 2s, and have a fit that's actually gonna stay in your ears. As for me, I'm gonna unfortunately be returning these as I have like no use for them except for just like sitting down at my desk. Overall, they're both great headphones, and I think it really comes down to the fit of them. So that's gonna wrap up my review of the 4th generation AirPods with active noise canceling, and depending on when you're watching this video, I do plan on making a more complete comparison between these and the AirPods Pro 2. I'm gonna cover the 5 big differences between them, as I try not to do that in this video, but if that's up, then I'll link it here on the screen for you right now. So that's gonna be the video. If you enjoyed it, then please don't forget to hit the like button down below and subscribe. And as always, have a great day, everyone. Cheers.